What's happening, everybody? It's Knife Life 777 coming to you today with another knife. Today we have an offering from Lionsteel. Fancy schmancy packaging. Wow. No, I did not pay that price for it. Before we get to the knife, I have a public service announcement. Sharp knives matter. Spread awareness, people. It's a very important subject. Knives are being left dull out there, and it is terrible, terrible thing. We need to fix it. We need to send free sharpeners out to everybody. We need to do something. These are my custom shirts. I'm thinking about getting a bunch of them made. And on the back, Knife Life 777. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think. Did y'all wear this? I also got like that, like the Rasta color, but my name's not on the back. Check it out. What do y'all think? I like it anyway. But we got the Lionsteel ROK, ROK. It comes in this nice container. This is very thin. Oh. Alright. Lionsteel. It comes with this paper that explains the pocket clip. And I guess you can hook something up to your cell phone. I don't know. Comes in this fancy schmancy box with a tool and an extra screw. For what? We'll get about that here soon. Beautiful knife. I've been wanting one of these for a long time. They look awesome, in my opinion. They are integral frame locks, which, I mean, it's not a huge deal to me, but I know some people go goo goo gaga for that. And what's really interesting about these is the pocket clip. You have a button right here that really pushes the pocket clip up, but we shall get to that. This knife has an aluminum handle. It has an M390 blade steel with a coated blade. This is made in Italy by Lionsteel. Let's get some specs here. I'm doing these specs myself today. We have a 3.4 inch blade. And we have an overall length of 7 3/4 inches. And we have a weight of 4.4 ounces. 4.3. So, I'm going to tell you what I do like about this and what I don't like about it. And there's not too much that I don't like about it. But first, let me give you some size comparisons so we know what we're working with. This is the Spyderco Shaman in M4 steel. Very similar cutting edge, very similar, almost identical. Here we have the Spyderco Spidey Chef. Again, similar cutting edge length and nearly identical handle scale length. Here we have with the Benchmade 560-1 aka Super Freak. Super Freak having more cutting edge and a bigger handle scale, or a bigger handle, I mean. Here we have the Zero Tolerance 0640, I believe. Obviously, 0640 being a lot bigger. And one more. Here we have the Wee Knives Banter. Alright. So, first thing that I noticed I liked about this knife is, sorry about that, is the crown spine, the rounded spine. I love knives with rounded spine. It feels nice, it looks nice, it's just classy. Next thing, the flipper tab has a little screw here, which is what the Allen key is for that comes in the box. You can actually remove the flipper tab so that if you're in an area where you can't have that method of deployment and you need to open your knives with two hands, that you have that option and you take the flipper tab off, which is pretty cool. Next thing that I like, the pocket clip. You push the button and the pocket clip comes out. How cool is that? And then it recedes back into the handle scale. And a lot of knives, you really need the pocket clip to grip onto it when you're deploying the knife, like I do. Like, I can't tell you how many times I had pocket clips off of a knife, you know, to swap stuff around. And I go to deploy the knife, and it flies out of my hand because, you know, whether you realize it or not, your pinky finger and your ring finger grip onto the pocket clip as you're deploying the knife. Like, and it helps it stay in your hand. But with this, is not a huge deal because it is a flipper. So, I mean, it feels good. It's not really a hindrance. The handle scales, they are smooth but not slippery, not too slippery, and they have this super nice milling on there, and it actually provides somewhat of a grip. Well done. Very nice. The knife feels very ergonomic. We have a finger choil here area, and it just feels nice and smooth in the hand. It feels classy, it really does. And the coating on it feels soft almost. Not like rubbery, but it feels like nice and soft in the hand. It doesn't feel like rough or anything. Next thing I noticed, the frame lock insert here is excellent, very well done. We have about a 50% lockup, and I love lock bar inserts because it prevents the lock bar from being eaten away, and it is well done on this. We have 2 screws here, and it looks good in my opinion. Next thing I like about it is the action. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I thought that it was going to be drop shut, you know, super easy to deploy. And it wasn't as I expected, to be honest. It took a while for me to break it in. I had to flip it a bunch of times. And it's not really drop shut. I did loosen the pivot, but you gotta, I thought, like, as it's a Lionsteel, I thought, like, it would drop shut on its own. You gotta kind of flick it down. But the action is pretty smooth. Another thing I like, not a bunch of billboarding. Here's Lionsteel, Italy on both sides, and then you have the knife name right here, ROK, ROK. That's it. It's not a bunch of billboarding, and it looks good. It doesn't look terrible. It's not like a SOG or something. Another thing is the over travel stop, which is nice, very nice. It works well, and it looks good. I mean, it looks good on the knife. Now, things that I dislike, or not necessarily. This is something not necessarily that I dislike, but it's just like, why? You know, why do you have this? There is the lock bar insert, or I mean the lock bar stabilizer piece. This is also a lock. It locks the knife so that you can't close it, and which I don't understand. Like, are you really gonna be using this like a fixed blade? I mean, are you gonna be batoning wood with this? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. So what? Why does it have this lock on there? Which I just don't understand. So you activate it and you can't close the knife. So I don't know. And if it's loose, you can kind of activate it without noticing. You can like half activate it, and then it's hard to close the knife. Yeah, it's really easy to turn it over. So I don't know. I don't get it, but another thing that this is what I don't like. The jimping here is completely useless. Like, it's more for aesthetics, but it does absolutely nothing at all. So I would have liked some better jimping on there, but it is what it is, you know. And that's about it. I was going to say, I have written down the action, but the action isn't bad. It just wasn't what I expected. I would have really liked this to drop shut, but that's just my over expectations, you know. But I recommend this knife. It's nice if you like fancy stuff like this, and M390 blade steel. It cuts well. Came nice and sharp out of the box. Of course, M390 holds an excellent edge. Came with a nice edge as well. They also make titanium versions of these with a titanium scale, and they also make titanium in Damascus. So if you're interested, check them out. I will leave a link in the description. Thank you for watching, guys. This is the Lionsteel ROK, ROK. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. I will be seeing you soon. I got more knives on the way. Peace.